A frog decided to reach the top of a tree. All frogs shouted, "It's impossible, it's impossible." Still, the frog reached the top. How? Because he was deaf. And he thought everyone was encouraging him to reach to the top. So I have a question. If everyone in your life, if network marketing was like being the president, it was like being the president of a company, it was the job everyone wanted to have. And everyone in your life was like, do this. You've got what it takes. This is amazing. Are you kidding me? You have this opportunity. You got a job with who? Oh my goodness, I would do anything to have that opportunity. Do it, do it, do it. This is amazing. Hold on, I want to see your faces. There we go. Would you do your job differently? I want to know, would you do your job differently? Because I can tell you what, in the beginning, I would have done my job differently. There was seasons that I would have done it differently. If I would have had people cheering me on, you've got this. Oh my gosh, this opportunity is what? You get paid what for working from your house? Are you serious? I would have been a lot more excited on the hard days, right? Guys, we have to be deaf to those that aren't saying that and only turn our ears on to those who are. And everyone on this call, we're the ones cheering you on. So that's who you need to tune into. You get to choose who you let speak into your life. And if people are speaking into your life, you get to choose to shut it off. So shut it off. You choose. Nobody else can choose for you. All right? Stephanie, I like your enthusiasm. I see your face, girl. And Carrie, okay. Yay. Okay. So that's the story to start this thing off. We're talking about career mindset. You can't get paid like it's a career if you have a hobby mindset. How a career mindset got me here. So I want to say something. If you're new to this, don't look at my lifestyle now to get you to the top. I want you to look at what I've done for the last 5 years, because that's what got me here. My lifestyle is different now, because in a career, you start at the bottom of the ladder and you have to work your butt off. And in a real career, like at a corporate office, it takes a long time and a lot of hours to get you there. But the goal in every career is financial freedom and time freedom. As a Diamond Ambassador, I get to choose to have those things. And so my life is going to look a little bit different. But I worked my cuss word off to get there. You know what I'm saying? I worked it off to get there. So look at that. If you want the career income and you want the financial freedom, you have to treat it like a career. Now, some of you have a goal of making $500 a month or $1,000. Guys, $1,000 a month was huge to us. And if that's your goal, awesome. Awesome. You can treat it like a hobby and make about $500 a month. And if that is good and perfect for you and your family, we are cheering you on 1,000,000%. But tonight I want to talk to the dreamers. I want to talk to the people that want more out of life, because I can tell you how to do that. So look at what I did in the last 5 years. And if you have questions about it, ask me, I'll tell you. The definition of a career that I looked up, not my definition, the definition. It's an occupation undertaken for a significant period of a person's life and with opportunities for progress. So what is our occupation? Network marketing. What's the period of time that you do it? You choose. You choose that. But I can promise you that if you go in with Plexus all in, it's lifetime. For me, it's lifetime. How long will I be with this company? For the rest of my life. And my income will be passed down to my children. So it is lifetime. The progress possibility. So in a lot of companies, you know, there's a limit. There's a ceiling with other companies. You know, say it's a bank job, and my mother-in-law, she started as a teller when she was like 16, 17 years old. And now she's at the top of the bank, the top that she can be, below the president. She's amazing. She's worked her butt off. It is her career. She is happy. She gives it her all. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. But there's a limit there. In some careers, you may or may not go up. with Plexus, you are guaranteed to have progress. You are guaranteed to rise 100% if you're treating it like a career and you're there for it no matter how long it takes. And there's no ceiling. There's no ceiling. You go diamond, you can re-enter and go diamond again. You can make your husband, all those things. Right now, I'm just maintaining. There's no limit. So this career opportunity is better than any other one I've ever been offered as a college dropout by far. I asked in my notes, I said, does your current job have better statistics than that? At your current job, can you make 6 figures a month if you stick with it for 5 years? No, exactly, Jamie. It's not offered to us. Now, if your job is fulfilling you in every single way, financially and all of it, then that's awesome. We 1,000,000%, that's the goal here. But most of the time it's not. And this opportunity is here and it's present and it's real. It's so real. I can't even tell you, but not if you're a quitter. It won't work if you quit on it. Okay, so I've got secret sauce for y'all. This is my secret sauce. So if you have pen and paper, you need to write this down, okay? It's very secret. It's very saucy. It's very good. It'll change your life, okay? It'll change your career. So write it down. I'm going to read it twice. Recruiting and creating leaders are the only thing that will grow your business and the only thing you should focus on. I'll read it again real slow, which this country girl can do. Recruiting and creating leaders are the only thing that will grow your business and the only thing you should focus on. Guys, if you can get that in your heads, the sky's the limit. There's too many things that as male and female, men and women, that we focus on that is not growing our life in any way, shape, or form. And in our business, if we're too focused about what to post on our team page, it's not growing you, girls. It's growing you if you're recruiting and growing leaders. So I thought the question might be, well, how do we recruit? How do we grow leaders? Well, watch the Zoom from last week because Stephanie Falstich nailed it on recruiting. It is in the team page. We have all the resources. That's how to recruit. Watch that Zoom. Buy the John Maxwell book, 21 Laws of Leadership. It will change the game of how you grow your business and how you lead. It will change the game. Don't buy it unless you want to grow because you will grow. So there's how. There's how. All the resources are there for you. I'm so glad. Yes, Kathleen says she's learned so much from that Zoom. So have I. That was so good. It was fire. It was fire. And so there's no reason for me to repeat what's already been said. Just like there's no reason to reinvent wheels that have already been invented. Use the resources that we have. Work smart, not hard, right? Okay, this quote, let me just tell you, we just had to drive to Ava. A lot of you don't know where that's at or what I'm talking about, but like had to drive 30 minutes to go do a business thing just an hour ago. And I was like, oh my gosh, my notes looked like this. I don't know if you guys can see that, just mess. And I can't handle that. So in the car, I was organizing my notes and I looked up quotes by John Maxwell from that book just to share one with you guys. And I was like, whoa, babe, whoa. I got all excited because this is such stinking truth. Listen to this quote. It's making me sweat. I'm just fired up. Okay. Leaders must be close enough to relate to others, but far enough ahead to motivate them. Can I get an amen? They must be close enough to relate to others, but far enough ahead to motivate them. People are not going to look at you as a leader unless you're moving and leading. And I know that there's a lot of people in this company that can absolutely grow a great income, and they're not really doing all the things. They just have a strong leg or something like that. And you know what? Plexus is awesome. That's our compensation plan is amazing and so many people are blessed by it. But if you want the role of leadership to where people want to learn from you, they're like hungry for what you have to tell them, you got to be a little bit ahead, because that's where they're going. If they're looking ahead, they're looking at who's there. They're not seeing anything else because they're hungry. They want to grow. When I was looking to go diamond, I was looking at the diamonds. I was asking them. I was talking to them. I was plugging into that. So that'll preach right there, that by itself. Leaders must be close enough to relate to others, but far enough ahead to motivate them. So, I can relate to every stage that you're at. Every diamond had to go silver. Every diamond had people in their family that still are not on the stinking products. Every diamond has got their feelings hurt. We've all gone backwards in our points. We've all lost our ranks. All of it. We've done all that's happened. We just don't quit. And you're not going to quit either. I already know it. You're not quitting, are you? No. Okay. If you know how to go silver, you need to teach your people. How simple is that? If you've gone silver, that means you know how. So teach your people. If you have 3 people on your team, teach the 3 of them to go silver. Because whether people are working the business or not, they need to go silver because it helps them pay for their products. And they need to be on their products because the products have helped us all. So going silver is not about anything about career or business or money. It is about helping our people stay on the products because it's helping them. So even if you're not doing this career thing, help the people that you love get on the products and help them to get it paid for. If you know how to go silver, you've got to teach your people how to go silver, and that'll change your business. If you're looking for the career opportunity, make videos for them. In the beginning, I had a very tiny little team, and most of them that started with me are not still with me. And that's okay. That a lot of them are still on the products. They're wonderful. It's all the love. But I just started leading them. I said, let's have a sip and see for you. And they'd say no. And I'd say, okay, well, tell me your friends. I'll invite them for you. Like, I was pushy, and I don't regret it. It's okay to be pushy with people that know you. It's not okay to be pushy with stranger on Instagram, but like your people, your hometown people, get bossy, get pushy, get preachy, do your thing, be you, because they know you. They know you're not going to try to rip them off. And so they're the people you can really get to do stuff and say, hey, this isn't about you. You just have some people over to your house for me. Do it for me. Hey, if you don't want the money from them sign up, that's cool. I'll take it. It's fine. That's literally, I said those things. It's fine. You can just recruit them for me and I'll get paid and you just stay over there. That's fine. Of course, then they're like, well, wait a minute. Wait a dadgum minute. So do it. Get real with your people. Create videos for them. Create trainings for them. Absolutely plug them into Monday nights because it motivates me to see lots of people on Monday night calls. Start a message thread if you think they need it, or plug them into our message threads. We don't want to overwhelm people. Simple, simple, simple. Recruit, grow leaders, grow your silvers. And then I wrote, don't stop doing the things you've done to get here because you think you've arrived. So I've done this. I've made this mistake. It's like, finally got to gold. Because let me tell you, getting to gold is work. That's like, for me, that was the hardest of all my ranks, was from silver to gold. I just feel like, because I recruited them all by myself. I didn't have anybody duplicating me. So if you're there, I've been there, I understand, don't stop, man. It's worth it. It's worth the work. But where was I even going with that? I don't even know. Oh, so I thought I had arrived. I'm like, yeah, I'm gold. That's right. They say if you can go gold, you can go diamond, breathe. Well, I breathed and my points quit growing. It wasn't time to breathe yet. It's not time to breathe yet. It doesn't mean you can't take a day off, but like if you want to go to the top, it's a job. And I think too often diamonds are like, it's been a perfect life. And I just work the business with my kids right here. No, my door is locked right now. They know not to come in because mama needs 30 minutes on a Zoom. And if they knock on the door, they're going to get a spanking. Like, they know this. It's a family thing. They are enjoying tonight. We're going to go and roast marshmallows around a fire pit because mommy was able to buy all the stuff that it took to create this great little fire pit. And they know that that's because of plexus. So they will gladly sacrifice time because they understand. So communicate with your family. Communicate with them. It's a family thing. And I know that there's probably still some very skeptical husbands. I know this. It's okay. Love your man, but you do you, boo. You continue to grow that business the best that you can, always putting your family first, but that doesn't mean you have to die to everything else. Okay, so don't stop doing the things you did to get here because, girlfriend, you haven't arrived. If you stop working for 3 days and then everything goes to poo, that means you have not arrived. Residual income is whenever you can stop working. And when I say stop working, I work every day, 1 hour minimum. So stopping working is me just working an hour a day. And my points don't go down. That's residual income. That's when you have arrived at the place where you can set time for more freedom and things like that. Okay. There is no room for comparison. None. We don't have time for that. If you are comparing yourself to anybody, you're wasting your time unless you're comparing yourself today to yourself yesterday. That is the only comparison allowed. And do that. Do that. If you see someone doing better than you, don't take it as they're better than me. Oh, I suck. Oh my gosh, she started after I did and she surpassed me. That's happened to us all. I had people surpass me. I have people that are emerald right now that are doing better on success sprints than I am. It's okay. Don't look at it and think, oh, they're better than me. Look at it and see the potential. Be like, okay, I can do that. Let it motivate you. Let it fuel your fire. If you're competitive, get competitive. Let it make you compete. I'm competitive. So I'm like, I'm going to beat her. And she don't even know we're competing, but I'm going to win. So whatever it is that motivates you, allow those things, to motivate you, and only compare yourself yesterday to yourself today, because that's when the enemy creeps into this business and our lives is comparison. And I promise if you compare your worst self to their best self, which is the only self of them that you're seeing, you're going to lose. So don't let the enemy have 1 minute of that. Get you a rubber band. I don't know if it was a Zoom or what, or a sermon, but somebody, and I told my best friend Alyssa to do this, and she's got a rubber band on her wrist right now. I said, get you a rubber band and put it on your wrist, and every time you start to think, blah, 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 something that's not good, flick yourself with that rubber band. Flick, flick. I don't know who taught me that, but anyways, it stuck with me. Amanda. That's who it was, Amanda. Well, Amanda, because of you teaching that to me, my friend Alyssa has literally a rubber band on her wrist right now. So see, learn from each other. But get your rubber band if you deal with comparison, okay? All right. Let's see. So what does this look like as a career? What does Plexus look like as a career? You show up with the 3 Ds. So I got to speak on Jen Lee's Power Hour Zoom this morning. It was so fun. And I talked about the 3 Ds. You've got to show up to your office with the 3 Ds, which is discipline, prepared. You do not show up to work, like coming in, slobber running down your face, then la la land, just sit at your desk and be like, is there any ice cream around? You just don't do that. You show up, you get your clothes on, and you go to work, and once you get to your desk, what you have to do. I've had a desk job. I know this. Whenever I worked at the salon, I had my own salon. For those that don't know, that was going to be my career, and I made what I thought was killer money doing it. And I also killed my body doing it, standing on my feet all day long. But I showed up knowing who my appointments were, what they needed done, how much money I was going to make that day, I scheduled in time to wash up my color dishes in between clients. Everything was planned. I knew what I was doing. You cannot show up to your Plexus business any other way than prepared and know what you're doing. At nighttime is when I plan my next day. I'm a short-term commitment kind of girl. So at nighttime, I know exactly what I'm doing the next day, what is going to get accomplished. So you show up. Discipline is the first D. The second D is determination. If you're not determined, you're going to quit. If you're not determined, you're going to quit. Because you're going to have a day that your kids are being psychos. You're going to have a day that your husband just making you crazy. You're going to have a day that you just don't want to do it. You're going to have times that you feel guilty because you feel like you're putting so much into this business and you're on your phone too much. And you lie to yourself, telling yourself that's the problem. Well, that's not the problem. The problem is you suck at time management and you're going to quit. Let's see. There's so many things that could happen. A death in the family, quit. Can't do it. Let me tell you something. We've been through all of that. The beauty of this job is you can take breaks. You can take a minute. When something tragic happens, you can step back because you got sisters and brothers here that are going to fill in for you. You can say, hey, I need 3 days. Like I'm struggling. I need to get with my husband, or my grandma died, whatever it is. And we're here for each other. But just like if it's a career, if you want to go to the top of this, then just like any other job, you only have certain amounts of leave, right? But the beauty is, I'm sitting on my bed. The beauty is, yes, you get to be with your kids on your breaks instead of go to McDonald's on your break. You get to be there for their plays. You get to be there for everything for them. But you absolutely have to be determined. When Michael said, you're going to be a diamond on the phone, I told you all that story. From that moment is so vivid to me. I was determined. And not 1 second have I ever been not determined. That's what's powered me through on the hard days. That's what's powered me through to get up early because I want to spend the day doing something else. So you have to be disciplined, determined. And I wrote dealer, but it's like a dealership. So we're hope dealers, right? Stephanie got us all pumped up about that on last week's Zoom. We are hope dealers. And guys, we really are. Oh my goodness. My life was changed. Was your life changed? Did anything good happen for you when you started Plexus? Raise your hand. Anything? Yes. Everyone. We're hope dealers. We're going to spread joy and hope, and people's lives are going to increase because we shared Plexus with them. What the heck other job does that get to happen? Okay, so car dealership. Let's picture it. This is what I shared on this morning's Zoom. So if you guys were on that, sorry, you're going to have to hear it again. Whenever we go to a car dealership, which has been never until we were with Plexus because we bought them on Craigslist for whatever we could pay cash for, which was like $1,500. But anyways, since Plexus, I've got to go to car dealerships, and I will absolutely not buy the car that I want if I don't like the guy. I'm so sassy. I cannot stand a bad salesman, and I cannot stand a bad waitress because I've been both. And it just makes me mad that if the person, your husband's a car dealer, Jamie, whoop, whoop, well, next time we need a car, we know where to go. But I can't stand it when we pull in there and there are all these little vultures standing up there on that car lot porch, and they're just there. And I know they're like, which one? You want them? No, they got kids. You want, I just feel like they're talking about me right off the bat. And then when they come to my window, I respect them until they speak. It matters the way you make them feel, the way you make people feel from the first moment. If they feel like your success depends on their yes or their no, then you're failing. You're failing at dealing them hope, because what you're doing is you're dealing them pressure. You're dealing them pressure. That's not what we are about. You got to show up to work every day like a good car dealer, like a dealership that has men and women up there that are just ready to help people. Like the guy that we bought our car from last, I loved him. And it was so hard because Michael totally did the Dave Ramsey on him. Oh my goodness. Like we walked out, he came out to our car, the literal Dave Ramsey happened in our lives when we bought our last car. But I loved the guy. because he came out. He's like, hey, if you guys need anything, holler. Not asking us a million questions. How are you feeling? What's your gut health like? Do you need to lose weight? Do you have acne? No, no, no. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help you guys. And he answered the questions that we asked. And that's it. He didn't continue. His success did not depend on us. But I liked the guy, so I wanted to give him my money. I wanted to give him my business. I trust him. So we got to show up disciplined, determined, and as dealers. Good dealers. Hope dealers. Okay. You show up consistently and prepared. Oh, and so as a career, you've got to have goals and deadlines, right? In most good jobs you're getting paid good money for, you know exactly what you must accomplish daily, weekly, and monthly. So you have to set those goals for yourself. I'm not going to set them for you. I had to set them for myself, and you got to set them for yourself. I'm talking so tough, but you guys know I love you, so it's okay, right? But you have to set those for yourself, and you have to accomplish them. When I set a goal for myself, if I have done every single iota of a thing in my power to reach it, and I fail, then I'm gentle on myself. But if I set a goal for myself, and I half-a it, and I don't hit the goal, I don't like it. I'm mad at myself. I don't blame anybody. I have never blamed my upline, downline, sideline. I've never said, well, my team just doesn't have momentum. Well, my team's just dead. Well, my team. I've never done that because my success is dependent upon me. Me. So when I don't hit a goal, Lane should have worked her butt off a little bit harder. Or if I don't hit it, because I've set goals before, guys, and that I have given everything to hit, and I failed. But whenever I gave it everything, it didn't feel like a fail. Yeah, it sucked that I didn't hit the goal, but I wasn't mad at myself. I was proud of myself because I worked it hard till the end. And so setting a goal, just like it's a career, and having deadlines is absolutely crucial. You got to show up like your life depends on it. Show up like your paycheck depends on it. Show up like your kid's birthday party depends on it. I just bought a bunch of cocoa melon party supplies for Gabriel's birthday party, and that stuff still makes me cry because Grady and I were talking the other night on the way home. One of his favorite Christmases was the balloon Christmas, and we were so broke. But so happy. And it was Christmas morning, and we had built a house that year, like a barn house, nothing fancy. But all we could afford was like a trip to the dollar store. So I bought little candies to put in their stockings, and then I bought a bunch of balloons. And the box at our refrigerator for our new house had come in. I decorated that box. I blew up balloons, put them all in the box. And that was Santa's gift. So I did that after the kids went to bed, and they woke up, and I was like, oh, what is this? Just really topped up the box. And they opened the box, and all the balloons came out. And then I was like, oh my goodness, you got balloons and a fort? And that box was a fort for months in our house. That was our life before. And there was nothing wrong with that. We made it beautiful. You have to be happy with where you're at, or you will not be happy. Money will not make you happy. It's what's in here. It's being thankful for what you have. We were just as happy then as we are now. And we were talking about that, and we were talking about how I just bought Gabriel all this cocoa melon stuff for his birthday party, and I didn't have to worry about the price. I bought him a cocoa melon blanket that was $25. I almost felt bad about it because I think that's just stupid, but he's going to love it. It's freedoms like that mean a lot to me. It's freedoms like them going down to that fire pit tonight that mean a lot to me. Work like your paycheck depends on it, because it does if you're treating this like a career, and it's worth it. I promise. Okay, so this is just a fun little tip. Create a space and brush your teeth. A lot of people are like, I haven't even brushed my teeth today. I'm like, girl, brush your teeth. I've done that too. Like, it cannot be 3 p.m. again and you haven't brushed your teeth. So everybody needs to start brushing their teeth right when they wake up, because literally that matters. If you feel good and refreshed And guys, you know what else I do before a Zoom? I brush my teeth again and I spray myself with perfume like you guys can smell me. I know it's the weirdest thing, but Krista does it too. Like we really had a great little bonding moment when we realized that we both squirt with perfume and brush our teeth before every single Zoom. But you have to create a space. Now, a lot of people have offices. All of my diamond friends have like this a whole room created for them to work their plexus business. That's awesome. But I went emerald while living in a fifth wheel with 4 children, traveling disaster. I mean, just mess all the time, cluttered, whatever. But I would create a space. I am sitting on a bed right now. Is this an office? No, it is not, but it's my office for now. I've got my setup. My teeth are brushed. I am here for it. I'm prepared. I have my notes. You've got to create a space. It doesn't mean you have to have your own office or your own desk, but if you can create a corner that's yours, that you feel like you've stepped into the office, then do that. And if you don't have a corner and all you have is a fifth wheel like me, you have to mentally say to yourself, I am stepping into my office, and put on that posture. Okay. So the last thing I'm going to leave you guys with, is a few big fat no's. These are things that cannot happen if you're growing a business with this team, because we don't do these things. Okay. You cannot play stop and go in a career. You cannot do that. Well, you can, but you're not going to go where you want to go, right? So you cannot hit stop and then hit go. Now, if you've done that, it's okay. Who cares? Yesterday's over. Today's a new day. We're moving on. Okay. But you cannot do it ever again. It's not an option. It's not an option to stop and then go again, because that is exactly why network marketing has a bad taste, has a bad brand. We're changing that. I truly feel like I've changed the minds of many, many, many people as far as what network marketing means. And I want you to have that same goal, to show them that you can be a network marketer and not be one of those, right? You can't stop and go. Another thing you cannot do is you cannot waste time talking negatively about things you cannot control. No nitpicking. There's no, well, I wish Plexus would do this. Well, their shipping sucks. Well, this person's order showed up wrong. Well, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it sucks. Move on. We can't do nothing about that. Everyone's human in this world. Once you go to Plexus, you will love them with all of your heart. And when somebody says something bad about them, you're going to want to punch them in the nose, because these are real people with families like Aaron Matthews that you see all the time. He's not somebody you would think would be a farmer boy. He has a family, he has a wife and kids and goats. And like, I can picture that. And Alec, I've sat at the table with Alec and talked to him, and he has a wonderful family, and they're so close, and they have Friday night family nights, and they're real people that make real mistakes. And it's not your business to worry about. It's theirs to worry about. If there's ever an issue that is truly affecting the growth of your business that they have done wrong, tell me and then move on. I'll make sure it gets to them. Okay? There's no room for that. If you have a sideline sister or an upline or a downline and you guys are talking anything that's negative or nitpicky, you need to end that negative talk or stop that relationship, because it's not going to grow your business. It's not going to help your family. No negativity. None. It's a waste of time. Okay. And we absolutely positively do not talk about each other. I think we're all good with this, but just so you know, Mama will spank some bets. There's no talking bad about each other. We love each other always. We are cheerleaders for each other all the time, no matter what. That's it. Okay. We do not surround ourselves with people that do not motivate us. Okay. So I know we're stuck with our family, so I hope they're motivating y'all, because you can't leave them. But there are people that I had to quit listening to because they were not breathing life into me. And if they're not breathing life into me, they're not breathing life into my family. So cut it out. We cannot want career money and put in hobby time. So for those of you that do want to do a career, I hope this has inspired you. I hope that I haven't kicked your butts like you feel like I've kicked you in the butt the whole time. But this is the kind of training that motivates me. And so I hope that it motivates you. I don't want somebody to tell me, I need a good kick in the butt. I need things to do, things not to do. And this this is how you do it. So hopefully that motivates you guys too. And the last thing I wrote is action creates motivation, which we say that a lot on the team page. But if you're not feeling motivated, I promise you, if you sit down and put the work in, the motivation will come. So I want you guys to just tell me, share it with me, share it with your upline. I'll put, I'll ask on the team page what your takeaways were. Oh, if anyone's on a laptop, will you snap a picture? Because I'm on my phone tonight. But tell me, are you in this for the career? Did this help you? What helped you? I want to know the things that help you guys, because that helps me to know how to train you best. If you guys need more heartfelt training, I can hire somebody. I'm kidding. I want to hire somebody, but I might find somebody to put a little heart in here for us, because I know I can be harsh. But listen, the reason I can is because I have it burning in me that there's diamonds here that just need an awakening. And I hope that this was it. And I have it in my heart that there's people that are down on themselves, down on their teams. And I just feel like it's time to flip it. And I feel in my heart that this year there's going to be numerous jewels birthed on our team. And it's my responsibility to tell you guys from the beginning that's going to be hard sometimes. And you're going to have to work when you don't feel like it. And my goodness, it's worth it. It's worth it. It's worth every ounce that you put into it. So that's all I've got. It's March Madness, guys. People are wanting to lose weight. This is the time. We're talking business, career. Now is the time to get your girlfriends that are thinking about swimsuits. They're already out at Target. Start your weight loss group. Doesn't have to be a big ordeal. Get your 10 friends. Say, hey, I'm going to lose 10 pounds this month. You want to do it with me? Whatever. Get creative. Do your thing. Be a leader, because that's who you are. That's all I've got. I'm going to pray. Thank you for all your comments. I was not ignoring them. I'm just now seeing a thank you so much, but I don't know who it's from, but you're welcome. Okay, I'm going to pray. God, you are amazing. We love you with all of our hearts. I just thank you for this night. I just thank you for this time together. I thank you for every single person on this call. The ones that are watching it after, Lord, I just pray you bless them, show favor upon them, give them the determination, the discipline, and the hope dealership heart, God, that we need to have, Lord, because I do not believe for 1 second that any single person hears this by accident. I believe it is part of your purpose and a part of your plan, Lord. And I just pray for fear to be released and gone in Jesus' name. God, for a new thing to become alive within them, Lord. And Lord, that you just give them vision, creativity, focus, love, patience, kindness, God, as they continue on with their businesses. And I just pray favor. I just pray increase, increase, increase in Jesus' name over the points, over the teams, Lord, over their finances, over their time freedom, God. I just love you so much. I pray for anybody on this team that's hurting right now, Lord, or feeling alone, God, that you just come into their homes right now and let them feel your presence in a strong, strong way. And let them in this moment know that they are prayed for and they are not alone and that you are with them, Lord. I just pray for the people that are going to join our team this month. I pray right now for all of the people that are not here yet that are going to be here, God, that you draw them in. God, if it's your will for them to be on this team, that you draw them in and you give them the go. You give them the hunger for this community and the hunger for everything that comes with it, Lord. We just pray blessings and favor over the ones that are still to join us. In Jesus' name, amen. All right, guys. Love you. Thank you. Have a good night.